Welcome back to the Fan Whistle podcast. I am Javon, and this is another match preview. This time we got Leicester City versus Chelsea. Let's get into it. Well, go on, people. Chelsea travel over to Leicester, and we take on Leicester after the international break. And yes, finally, the international break is over. Finally, can stop scoring around, finding things to do. Finally, this dead international football is back. It's done. And club football is back, is what I'm supposed to say. And we start off well. Well, not so well for Chelsea fans because guess what again? Reece James is injured. Is it time to call it quits on Reece James? Chelsea fans, let me know in the comment section below. Is it the final whistle for Reece James at this club? Yes, I know he has quality, but if he's not available, what are we going to do? What are we supposed to do with Reece James? Comment below and let me know. Now let's get into it. I'm not gonna go over Enzo Maresca's press conference. The only thing noteworthy for me that came out of that press conference is that Reece James is not fit. You saw the post he made on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, go check out Reece James' Instagram and you'll get a clear picture on what he wrote there. Hinted that maybe we see him. He hinted to have a Merry Christmas and basically Happy Holidays, which says to me we might not see him until next year. So that I don't know what's going on with his hamstrings. Shout out to Eunice. Eunice would say his hamstrings are made of cheese. So yeah, he needs to get that sorted out. I'm not too worried because we actually have cover in that position. But seeing this injury is one of the reasons why I never wanted him and Gusto playing together. Only because you could have just used them for load management. The games we were playing, you could have give Gusto 45, give him 45, and maybe this wouldn't have happened. Maybe it's an overload. I don't know exactly what happened because I didn't find any things that went into detail there. But moving on, I'm more focused on Leicester. And here's why I'm more focused on Leicester. This could be a telling point for us and where we are in the season, right? If we beat Leicester and put out a performance, this could set the tone for the next games that we have to play. This could set us up for a good run of form, right? And Leicester, I'm not underestimating. I actually think this is a very important game for us. I won't say difficult, but it's a very important game for us because it, like I just said, it sets the tone going forward. Now, given that that would set the tone going forward, I think after that we have Aston Villa in the league. If we can get a good performance and a good win against Leicester, it sets us up for the Aston Villa game because then we would come off an international break, pick up the win, and we're playing 12:30, I think, on Saturday, UK time, 7:30 EST, which is my time. It's the first game of the match weekend, if I'm not mistaken. And if we pick up the 3 points, we could get to sit back and relax and see what everybody else is doing in the league. We take care of business. We don't have to worry about anybody else in the league going forward. So that's one of the reasons why it's an important game, but more so setting the tone for the run of games to come. With that being said, I am going to share my screen and then we'll just go and look into the match lineups. So we're gonna look into the lineups. This is the lineup I expect from Enzo Maresca. Today we're doing something a bit different because I know I normally just give one lineup. But this is the lineup I expect Enzo Maresca to go with. I expect Enzo Maresca to have Sanchez in goal, Levi Colwell and Fofana as the partnership in centre back, Kukurea at left back, and Malagusta at right back. In the middle of the park, we're going to have Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, Palmer in the 10, Jadon Sancho. He's been missing for a few. Jadon Sancho on the left wing, and Pedro Neto at right wing, and Jackson up front. No, the reason why I have Sancho coming back into the starting 11 is it's against more so weaker opposition than what we've played in the past, and also we will, and also the performances for club for Nani Madueke. I know he did well in the international break, picked up some assists, and he performed well, but he's not been doing it for us in a Chelsea shirt, and I need him to be dropped just to create the just for him to understand that hey, while the coach rates you, it's still a performance based merit in the sense that he has to perform to retain his spots if he gets his spot. Plus, Jadon Sancho has been out. He couldn't play in the last couple of league games. I think he's fit enough to go. Jadon Sancho could step into that left wing. And again, it's against Leicester. So you could even see Mikhailo Mudryk, someone who I forgot about who's have an upturn in performances. My apologies. But Mudryk might be great to play against Leicester because they're a lesser opposition. And he might get some actual Premier League minutes to go to go to go out and continue the run of form he's been on. Now, I have Enzo Fernandez partnering Moises Caicedo only because there was a little bit of injury concern for Romeo Lavia over the international break. We saw reports coming out of the Belgium camp that he picked up an injury. Only for today, Enzo Ramirez got to tell us that they're all fit. Him, Enzo, and Caicedo. So I would love to see Enzo Fernandez in the starting 11. With him being in the starting 11, gives Lavia a break, and Lavia could come on in the second half if he wants to give him minutes. But I wouldn't even play Lavia in this game. I would have Caicedo and Enzo. But we'll get into my starting 11. Um, coming up shortly. But yeah, Kukurea left back spoken for. We only have one right back now. Hey, what's happening with this Josh Achengpang youth? Isn't he? He needs to sign that contract, because if he can sign the contract, you're telling me you can get some game times, especially when Reece James is injured. Don't let Reece James being fit and available fool you. He's more likely to go down again than not. So if you're talented enough, you could have a straight path into the first team because we need a backup right back, which is not Disasi. Disasi cannot be your backup right back. For the love of goodness, please, no. Yeah. So, in this game, from these players, the one person I'm looking out that I want a tune out of is Nicholas Jackson. Surprisingly, out of everybody I have there, yes, Nicholas Jackson. I would love if Nicholas Jackson could turn up for this game. If Nicholas Jackson turns up for this game, we will see. I want us to see him strive because he's been kind of quiet in the past couple of games. Yes, he does some nice stuff around the ball, but it would be absolutely fantastic if we could get Nicholas Jackson scoring goals, creating, assisting. Seeing Nicholas Jackson back at the top level because I need him to keep on this goal scoring form he's on. I don't want him to go too many games without scoring a goal because I don't want his confidence to drop. No, might say even if his confidence drop, we still have Nkunku on the bench. But that's where we get into my starting 11. And hear me out. Just hear me out. So this is my starting 11. Look at that. Look at that in all its glory. No, I said I wanted Enzo Fernandez to play. Here's what. Cool. Everybody see you see my starting 11. My starting 11 consists of the same back four, Caicedo as the DM, and Nkunku stepping into that middle of the park. Here's why. Because the opposition, I don't expect the opposition to have as much authority and be as threatening in the transitional play versus the couple of oppositions we played previously. I expect us to have more of the ball. And if we have more of the ball, here's where Nkunku could start. So, and if we play Nkunku and play him in that left half space, we see Palmer shift from the middle more out to the right in the right half space, where we know he's absolutely dangerous, where he could link up with Aneto, where he could link up with Jackson. Now, the reason why I want Palmer in this right half space is only because if the opposition tries to double up and triple up on Palmer, you got Nkunku free, you got Jadon Sancho free, and you got Nicholas Jackson free. Plus, even if you still want the defensive stability, you could see Kukurea stepping into the middle of the park. These two go up a bit further, and this becomes a don't want you to add. This becomes a back three with Fofana as the center back, Gusto as the right center back, and Levi Colwell as the left back. But this is going to move around, but you could have Kukurea inverted to give a bit of defensive stability in the middle of the park, which will allow these five to go up and attack. I would love to see this at least once. And even if you don't start Nkunku. Let's say you want to give Palmer a break, you could have Felix in here, all right? You could have Mikhailo Mudryk over on the left wing. You could have Noni Madueke on the right wing and Neto over here. You can interchange so much ways for this, but I genuinely believe this is one of the games that we can have an extra attacker, especially someone to play in that left half space. That way we don't see Gusto bombing up, attacking, being the free man when he's not naturally an attacking forward. He was actually a right back. If we could have actual Palmer in this right half space, he will cause more damage because his final ball into the final third and his offensive his offensive prowess is more worthy or is more prominent than having Mikhail Gusto there. Then yeah, that what am I talking? Than having Gusto there. I'm thinking about starting Mikhail Madrid because he could be a good shot to start this game. I'm not gonna lie, it would be a good shot to start this game. On the other hand, we could see Enzo Fernandez here. We could see Enzo Fernandez. We could even have Enzo Fernandez starting. Given the opposition, we could have Enzo Fernandez here. Yeah, the only thing that's a pain is defensively it'd be not the best decision. But then again, that's where Super Kukurea will step in. That's where Super Kukurea would step in and provide a bit of defensive balance. But yeah, I would love to see something like this just bombing forward. 50th, 68th minute when we're within the game, you pull Palmer off. And, just get a bit more attacking prowess out there. Give these guys game time. If he could do this, then this would keep some of these guys happy because if this actually works and comes off, it works. I don't necessarily expect to see Romeo Lavia in this game. See, I say that, but a part of me genuinely believe that Lavia he would go with the starting 11 I showed previously with well, only thing instead of Caicedo is Lavia. But like I said before, there were injury concerns around Lavia. So if Lavia does play a part in this game, I expect it to be in the latter half of the match. Yeah, but yeah, man, I want to see more attacking players in the game. This would be my preferred starting 11. I would love to see more attacking players in the game. If I would absolutely love if he genuinely just let take the leashes off, take the chains off, and tell him go, hey, go play ball, follow the system, follow the tactics, score goals, keep the speed of play a lot faster, and yeah, make we get some win. Like I said, this game is very important because it's going to set the tone of the run games to come, especially that one against Villa, which I'm eyeing. But I am looking forward to a 3-0 win away at Crystal Palace. Return to winning ways, return to, that good feeling, that good playing. And yeah, hopefully we get to see Nkunku play more minutes than the hospital minutes he's given. Hopefully we get to see Joao Felix play minutes finally after no Premier League minutes in the last couple of games. Yeah, want to see Mikhailo Magic. Maybe no the Madueke gets dropped. Who knows? But Mariska, 3 points, 3-0, up the Chelsea. Thank you for joining me on the Final Whistle podcast. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.